I was reflecting on Eddie's story of the magnet, and I think there is a magnetism between organisations that share similar principles, and certainly that was the big reason that we were fortunate enough to become the home of Local Area Coordination Network. And working together is one of the principles that local area coordination and community catalysts share. For both local area coordination and community catalysts, it is a central principle of working. At its most effective, working together involves people and organisations coming together on an equal footing to work on a common goal. But that kind of equality is rare, as Nick was talking about, but it is embedded in local area coordination. So as Eddie said, coordinators walk alongside people as they take steps towards their vision for a good life, working with them, their families and people in the local community as equals. Community Catalyst's own deep commitment to working together came from an early recognition of the waste of resource that came from organisations competing with each other for dominance in a particular area, often ignoring or disparaging the wealth of knowledge and resource that lie in each other's organisations and in the people of the same area. In our work, we found, and we still find, many communities with long histories of organisations coming in to mend or develop or empower or harness them, that just haven't seen the activity already going on in the communities or appreciated the knowledge and depth of experience that lies in local people and community organisations. This commitment to working collaboratively with other organisations and people has been deepened by the experience of colleagues and enterprise leaders who themselves need some care or support to live their life. They opened our eyes to the way in which people with labels are often seen simply as people needing help and not for their talents, their skills, their potential to contribute. There seems to be a human tendency to try and divide people into givers and receivers without any realisation of the impact on both and on the communities. As Clinton said, we all need to feel purposeful, valuable, powerful, and forcing people into a receiver box just has not just a hugely negative impact on the person, but it wastes much needed energy and talent that would enrich the people around them and their community. Working with people on an equal footing, seeing them for their gifts, as well as acknowledging where they need help, unleashes creativity and energy that can lead to wonderful and unexpected consequences. As an example very close to my heart is Down syndrome. I don't know, I'm sure many of you know about Down syndrome. They're one of the first enterprises we helped 13 years ago, and we've walked with them ever since. Their founder, Jen Blackwell, happens to have learning disabilities, but also more importantly, she leads an inclusive dance company, which has achieved remarkable things over the years. Jen has bust, I think, every stereotype going. She's won many, many awards over the years, as have other people in the dance company, and they continue to be an inspiration to everyone that knows them and sees them. The challenges we're trying to address are far too complex to be able to be tackled by one organisation. We know we need to find and work together with other organisations and people who share our values, those magnets again, Eddie, and our vision of a world where people who need some care or support can live their lives in the way they want to as connected and contributing citizens. We know that in order to work together well, we need to be committed to working together on a basis of equality and respect. And above all, we need to work hard to build up trust, as without trust, we will waste time and energy on protecting our own interests rather than concentrating on and giving energy to the task in hand. We, Community Catalysts, give time to a small number of collectives of organisations and people working together to ensure people who need some help can get the support they need to live the life they want. We're glad to be home for two of them, Local Area Coordination Network, of course, but also the movement for personalised support in health called the Coalition for Personalised Care, where we're a temporary host. We're a long-term member of the equivalent movement for personalised support in social care called Think Local at Personal, and we're an earlier member of the Social Care Futures movement. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about that movement, as although it's not at all perfect, It has elements of good working together that it's worth reflecting on. Their shared vision is this: don't we all want to live in the place we call home, with the people and things that we love, in communities where we look out for one another, doing the things that matter to us? That's the social care future we seek. And this growing movement includes people with lived experience, families, professionals, managers, support providers, user-led organisations, politicians, commissioners, community groups, and organisations like ours. The principle of equality is implicit, I think, rather than explicit, and it ought to be explicit. But as in all human networks, it's not always perfectly present. But that implicit assumption of equal organisations and people working together on a shared goal strongly influences the way people work together, the nature of the discussions, and it acts like a magnet, drawing new organisations and people in. The recent Social Care Futures Festival is an example. It brought together different networks of people and organisations to contribute to different parts of the vision. In the process, people heard from and they spoke to people from completely different geographic and work areas, leading to rich conversations and unexpected insights. So my question that I leave with you is this one, and it echoes Nick's emphasis on the importance of trust. Working well together needs trust. How can we build trust between organisations that are competing for scarce resources or a dominant reputation? Thanks very much.